autopsy report come in, they can tell how long a person was dead. Somebody was lying. Either they wasn't doing their checks. People, it's your girl Nash, and I'm back with another video. Welcome to another correctional officer video, y'all. Okay, in this video I'm going to be telling you two very extremely important tips that you need to do, and I stress this, if you don't do nothing else, you need to do these two things while working on the job, okay? Your life literally depends on it, okay? Two very important things that will either save your job or break it, okay? No matter if you're working in juvenile corrections or adult corrections, it applies all across the board for correctional officers, okay? Let's get into it. Before we get started, I need y'all at the end of the video to check out my clothing brand website. This is one of my breakup healing hoodies, okay? Love don't live here no damn more. Check it out, buy some merch, support your girl, okay? Let's get into the video. The first tip, y'all, and I cannot stress this enough. Do your rounds. Do them rounds. Let me tell you, them rounds will either make your career or your life or break it. Whether it's every 30 minutes, every hour, make sure you are walking around your unit. Make sure you are laying your eyes on everybody. When you get started, you know, if you're new in the unit or you're new to the job, you may not know everybody's face. You may not know, like, as far as like adult corrections, you may not know who exactly belong in that dorm. But for like juvenile corrections, it's more controlled than just adult corrections. But you may not know everybody. But this is your time to analyze, to scan the area. And I'm sure they should have, when I worked in adult corrections, we had a paper with names and dorm numbers. Names to face. I'm telling you, better memorize it. And you may not memorize it, but get familiar with it, okay? But when you do them rounds, you are checking, for one, let's just be clear. When you are doing your rounds, it sends a clear message to the inmates. This motherfucker doing their job. This person, this officer is doing their job, okay? They're not lazy. So they are more prone to not do shit in your face, okay? To test you. They are more prone to not do things on your shift while you're working in there. They know that you are coming out of the control room. You are going out there on the floor, on the rock, common area, whatever the facility may call it. And you are looking, you are observing, okay? You are doing your job. Two, you are on camera. You are supposed to be doing your rounds by law, okay? This is what you're supposed to do. This is your job description, okay? You are on camera. If you're not doing your rounds, what the fuck are you doing? Okay? 12 hours, do your rounds. And I'm going to say this. I'm going to give you a little story time. I got a couple of story times. Doing your rounds also gives you the ability to catch things, okay? You can catch whatever the hell is happening on the floor, in the rooms, on the rock, all of it, okay? And if somebody needs help, that's your job. Let me tell y'all, I was working in juvenile corrections, right? For some reason, this day, I was put in the worst dorm for the boys. I was uncomfortable that day. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it or whatever. But my round was coming up, right? On the hour. I can't remember if it was every hour, every 30 minutes. But my round was coming up. I ain't gonna lie, I did not feel like getting up. I remember because I felt uncomfortable in my clothes because I got a shape. And I was in the dorm with juvenile boys. And the round was coming up. My sergeant at the time was shadowing somebody. Well, somebody was shadowing him. And then, so they had walked in and they had did a round. And when I tell you, because we had lockup dorm. We had lockup rooms inside of the juvenile dorm. Y'all, he did his freaking round, and when he walked past the room, y'all, the boy was wrapping a fucking shirt. He ripped his shirt and was wrapping a string around his neck. Had he not come in there and I had waited a minute or two, 5 minutes, 10 minutes after that hour to do that round, that boy would have probably been gone. And guess whose fault it would have been? Mine. Because I did not do my check when I was supposed to do my check. Thank God he had came in there. Because, like, just thinking about it, it's like, what the fuck? Like, this could have happened to me. Out of all people. Like, crazy. I'm sorry if y'all see a glare on my glasses, but y'all know I gotta get good light. But y'all, yes, that could have happened to me. The boy could have suffocated on me. Okay, and that wouldn't have been the first time a juvenile, unalived himself at the juvenile facility. But moving on from that. So yes, do your rounds. You never know what you're gonna catch. You never know. Case in point, another juvenile story. Let me see how to put this without putting it out there. Okay, somebody had just started working, right? They was put in a girls' dorm. They wound up doing a break in another dorm, right? So they left the building. The person that was left in the dorm was not doing their rounds at all. As a matter of fact, they was asleep. And another juvenile walked up the steps to another juvenile's room, and they was in there having sex. Swear to God, they was in there having sex. Now, there's certain things you can't catch. I ain't gonna hold you. Certain things you're not gonna be able to catch. Like, it was another story where the officer had walked up the steps, right? Juvenile that was on a bunk, that was on the floor, leaned over to another juvenile and started giving him some. Please. Now, the control room should have caught it. But the control room person could have been looking the other way, doing paperwork, anything could have happened. But that officer was upstairs doing their rounds. So, like I said, anything can happen. But as long as you're doing your rounds, do them rounds, okay? One more story. I would never, ever, ever forget this. And this is like, I would never forget this, y'all. It's in my brain. It's in my head. My last day working at adult corrections. My last day working at adult corrections. And this is how I know, like, God be looking out for me, y'all. I swear to God, God be looking out for me. My last day in juvenile corrections, I thought that my supervisor was going to put me back in my lockup dorm. Thought that was going to happen. Instead, she put me at the gate. When my shift got to the dorm, I got to the gate. We were exchanging stuff, materials, doing our counts and stuff. Over the radio, they pretty much said the boy hung himself in the dorm that I used to work at. The boy hung himself, right? Now, I'm going to just fast forward. He didn't make it. Yeah. Like, it really did something to everybody. And it kind of did something to me because I used to work that dorm. And I knew the person, and the boy was none but like 17. He was either between 17 to 25. Something like that. 17 to 25. And he hung himself because I think because it got out that he was a snitch at another facility, which is why he got transferred here. And it kind of got back that he was gonna get got or some shit. And yeah. But Do your rounds. Do your rounds. This story is going to lead to my next topic of what you must do every time you are on duty. Write in that log book. That log book is a legal document. If you put anything in that book that did not happen, you're a liar and they will penalize you for it. Okay? Case in point. When first shift found that boy dead, they did CPR, whatever the case may be. First shift found that boy dead. I don't know what was going on third shift or what the case may be, but they were logging that they were in there. For one, we're supposed to be checking to make sure they're breathing, chest rising and going down, and that they're in there. But the fact that third shift was writing that they were doing their checks and that that person was in there and they were okay. But you know, when the autopsy report come in, they can tell how long a person was dead. Somebody was lying. Either they weren't doing their checks or something was obstructing their view, which it happens. It happens. Inmates cover up their door. They cover up their little window. And I mean, and it's understandable that you don't want to keep bothering the inmate. Like, it's safety. You don't want to keep opening the door. Hey, you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to, because you'll be doing that shit all night. And you'll get one dummy to just be playing around all night, covering the damn thing. But y'all, it's serious. It's serious. It's really serious. A lot of people needed therapy. A lot of people, like, it was hard. Like, it was my last day. My last day. I should do a story time because it's more details about, like, even just what my feelings of what I went through and what I had to do, the coroner, like seeing the people. But I'll probably say that for another day. But yeah, y'all, like, them rounds in that logbook is serious, okay? It's a legal document. They will take that book to court and say, this is what happened. This is what they wrote that they did, but it's not adding up. And that's your ass, okay? And then back to that other story with the juvenile sneaking to have sex. In the logbook, it was writing that the person that was there was doing their checks. You pull up the camera, that person was asleep. They was sleeping. Okay? Some people, that's your ass and that's your job after that. That's it. Okay? So, then you never know, could be rapes going on. Like, it is your job. If you don't do anything else, your rounds and keeping up with that logbook is the most important thing. I should do a video about how to write in the logbook. Yeah, I think I might do that. Like, the key important things about the logbook. I think I might do that. Because that logbook is something serious, okay? Okay, guys, so that's it for this video. Y'all, take heed to these. I'm telling you, okay? These tips will save your job and your life because they will throw your ass in jail. Okay? They don't mind putting a correctional officer in jail, especially after you done sworn in. They be happy to do that shit, okay? Because you know better, okay? I ain't saying I've been perfect, okay? Because I haven't. But I'm telling you from experience, all right? So, thank you for watching the video to the end. Don't forget to check out my website, y'all. Let me know if you have any questions. At the end of the day, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel.